blocked her, deleted her, and that was it. So of course she ran to my friends and said, "Oh, Lydia really blocks you." They'll call me back and say, "No, I don't work like that. I don't care who you are. You can give me 1 million. But if you now think that because you gave me your money, you cannot start treating me like I'm rubbish, or I have to listen to you now because you are helping me." It doesn't work like that. That is somebody who has come to your life for a reason. So her reason for having in my life was to give me that money. I paid her back anyway. Even if I had not paid her back, I still have blocked. A reason for having in my life was done. So you have to delete these friends, block them, and move on. Now you know what we do, that's where we get ourselves in these problems. We try to keep them. We say, "I like it, says it will block." They're not God. God just used them for that purpose. God spoke to a donkey for crying out loud. God can use anything and anybody to bless you. But when that time is gone and that person now wants to talk to you like you have to live under their mercy for you to survive, for you to exist, they're not your God. That is the time you should block, delete, and move on. It doesn't matter who the person is. And when I say it doesn't matter, I mean it doesn't matter who the person is. It can be your parents. If your parents start calling you names every day, you know women do that a lot, yeah? We like abusing our husbands and say, how is this child Mujinga kama baba yake? How is this child Surambaya kama baba yake? By the time you and baba yake were getting together, did you know see the baba yake is Surambaya? Why should a child now suffer for this? So they abuse you. What are you doing abusing this child? Now this child is grown up. Everything the mom said. And I'm saying mom because there's a lot of women who do that. Okay, men do that as well, but today I'm talking about women. Because I'm a woman myself. So by the time you mention these words, you grow up and all you know in your head, women Mujinga. So you start behaving like Mujinga because you are Mujinga. Because that's all you know. So if somebody now you're old and somebody's coming to you and telling you all these things because they want you to live under their mercy, block. What did I say?
Block.
Delete. Move on. Well done, my darling. Block, delete, and move on. And we're moving on. And there's nothing going to stop you from that. So know your own value. Don't compromise. When it even comes to your friends, know your own value. Don't compromise. That's what we do. We compromise a lot. We compromise ourselves. We compromise ourselves every time. Let me just compromise. Know your value and do not do what?
Compromise.
Do not do what?
Compromise.
I can't hear you. Do not do what?
Compromise.
My friend, do not
compromise.
Now I'm happy to say that. Okay, do not compromise. And you have to prioritize yourself. Make yourself number one. You are number one. Because you can only give somebody something from a full cup. If your cup is not full, you cannot give it to somebody. So you need to be full first. You need to put yourself first. So you need to be first, okay? And you need to empower yourself. Now, how do we empower yourself? You know, some people always wait, but you can empower. Do not wait for anybody to empower you. Empower yourself. Listen to your own instincts. Empowering yourself. Don't be afraid to ask for help. If you know you can't do anything, don't be afraid to ask for help. Ask for help when you have to. And when you're asking for help, you need to identify who are you asking this help from. Like right now you're in university, you have all your lecturers. If you don't know anything, don't be scared to go to your lecturer and say, "Oh, excuse me, miss, excuse me, sir, can you help me doing this?" Because you think, or they'll think I'm stupid. So what if they think you're stupid? That's what they think. Whatever people think about you, or whatever people say about you, does not define who you are. Whatever defines who you are is what you think about yourself, or what you say about yourself. So do not be scared to ask for help. And that is the topic of empowering yourself. And you're not responsible for anybody's happiness. I think I touched that before. And then set achievable goals for yourself. Goals that you know that I can reach these goals. Set achievable goals. Things that are realistic. Set realistic goals for yourself. Okay? And be proactive. I like people who are proactive. I am very, very proactive. Don't sit down and wait for everything you have. Somebody has to tell you. Everything you have to be told. Be proactive. Initiate projects that will change people's lives. And grow self-confidence. Grow self-what? And self-belief. And like I said, do not worry about what anybody says because that does not define who you are. The only thing that defines and condemns or will judge you is your own reaction. So if somebody says, example now, I'll give you examples. This just happened yesterday. I know that, I don't know if you guys have seen what Will Smith did. Have you seen what Will Smith did? No, you haven't. Okay. Now, there's Will Smith. I don't know. Do you know who Will Smith is?
Yes.
Anybody knows who Will Smith is? Yes? Yeah, he's a very famous actor. And then you also have Chris Rock, who is also a very famous actor. So Chris Rock is on stage, saying something very silly about Will Smith's wife. We know men who really love their wives, who can really protect your wife at all costs. But when Chris Rock said this, Will Smith got so angry and went and hit him on stage in front of everyone. Now, who among these two do you think is wrong? Someone answer me. Who do you think is wrong?
But they're both actors.
Yes. Chris Rock. You think Chris Rock is wrong because he says something about? Will you? Because he says something about.
But he's an actor.
Wife, right? Because that's Will Smith exactly. Because of his reaction, he went and hit Chris Rock. So now Chris Rock can actually press charges for him hitting him because he just said something. Because that's why I said you're not defined by what people say. So now you're only defined by your own actions. So now Will Smith is now everybody's saying, okay, people are saying you shouldn't have said that about his wife. But there's a but. If he did not hit this guy, if he did not hit Chris Rock, everybody could have been against Chris Rock, what you said is wrong. But he went and hit him. So now he's the one in trouble. Because you're not defined by what people say. It's only your actions. You're judged, you're condemned, you're defined by your own action, your own reactions. Your own action and your own reaction. That's what defines you. So whatever people say, I think okay, thank you. I even have children who come ahead and auntie, I don't like it. Well, then think it, darling. It's fine. But I like it. So it's what I like that matters. Not what anybody else likes or what anybody else likes. So you guys, you have to make sure that you're only judged by whatever you say. So someone says you can't go through. So if somebody says, there's this say every time someone says, oh, what are you bringing on the table? I know probably you've not left uni yet, so probably you don't know that. But I'm telling you, when you go into the world, you're going to meet with so many people who tell you, oh, but what are you bringing on the table? What are you bringing on the table? I want you to be that confident that if somebody asks you, what are you bringing on the table? Because you have so much. You say, no, I'm not bringing anything on the table because I am the table. What did I say? I am the what? The table. No, you're not saying it, guys. You guys are saying it. What did I say? I am what? I am the table. Because they always ask you, what are you bringing to the table? Unless nobody wants to talk to you. But you say, I am the table. I'm not bringing anything because I am the table. So you are the one that everybody's going to bring the deals to because you are that table that everybody's asking, what are you going to bring to the table? So you are the table. So you need to have that confidence. Okay, now,